is Silent Joe Talks, and it's September 17th, 2022, and, just chilling at the park. Not much has happened in the past couple weeks. Just mostly been working and chilling. Not a whole lot going on. I do kind of have an update on what's going on with my, with my Twitch and my YouTube. So I've decided to, because what I did before kind of made it both like exclusive content to where if you watch my YouTube channel, it'll be like different stuff than what I do on my Twitch. So I decided to just kind of scrap that and it just be the same thing. So now, whatever I do on Twitch, you'll find I'll re-upload on the YouTube. And so, it's not as much work, now that I have an actual job, I don't have to worry about playing different games for different, channels or whatever. I could just, focus on one game and, and just upload that on my YouTube. If that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense, but so yeah. So, first game I've started doing that with is Vice City, and I've been playing Vice City a couple times. Schedule's still kind of like out of whack, just because some days I feel like playing, sometimes I don't, and it's kind of off and on, whatever. I probably only stream like a few times a week now because of it. Just I never realized how exhausting my new job could be, which I guess makes sense because it's a physical laboring job. For those who don't know, I got a job at a warehouse for a Goodwill, and I became a baler. Basically, I put clothes, a bunch of like recycled clothes that people donated, put it into a machine that turns it into a big, cube bale, and then they take the bale and, do whatever it is that they do. Probably recycle it somehow. I don't know how it all works, but yeah. And believe it or not, picking up clothes all day, it actually is kind of rough. I've even kind of noticed my arms getting kind of like toned out a bit, getting muscles. So it's a pretty good exercise on that end. Just one of those things that, I work early in the morning, so, I get off, in the middle of the day, and then when I get home, I just kind of just want to rest, do nothing, watch YouTube, and then, kind of towards the end of the day, just kind of depends on my mood if whether I want to or not to stream. So, it's kind of what's been going on. But, like I said, I've been playing Vice City, and just 10 times way better than GTA 3, because GTA 3 is just very bland and boring and didn't really care. Just like the characters are boring, the missions are kind of whatever, and it's just one of those things. I kind of just wanted to play it just to get it done and say I beat it, just so I can move on. And then now with Vice City, it's kind of way better. And I guess as a kid I just sucked at video games or something, because missions are a lot easier than I remember them being. But yeah, I'm having a good time when I do play Vice City. Having a good time. I'm not sure where I am, progression wise. I'm not sure if I'm either halfway or almost done or whatever. I mean, I just killed off the I don't remember his name. It's like Diaz, the guy that owns like the big mansion. I just killed him off and then took over his mansion, and now I'm doing these like gang missions. So that's kind of where I'm at right now in terms of the story. And then the past couple days, started playing Hitman 3 again. Just because it recently came out with new like elusive target arcade missions that if you play them you unlock new suits, and that's mostly the only time I play Hitman 3 now is to either get a new suit, because I like all that cosmetic stuff. I don't know why. I just like getting that stuff, not just in Hitman but in video games in general. I'm a big cosmetics guy. So the only time I play Hitman is to either unlock a new suit they have or to do the elusive targets. And they had 2 suits that I wanted to get. It was like the Neon Ninja suit and the Lucky Duck suit. So I strained myself unlocking those suits. And then yesterday they had a new elusive target, the Surgeons. Well, it's not a new elusive target, it's kind of an old one that they just redid or re-released, I guess. But it was one that I've never done before, so it was kind of new to me. And it seemed I thought it was going to be kind of rough because it was on the Hokkaido map. And yeah, just sometimes navigating that map, especially in the doctors, like the surgeon section of the map, it's kind of risky, but I managed to pull it off. And it was somewhat easy. The only hard part about it was actually finding them, because since I've never done it before, I don't know where they were, so basically running around the map to find them was the only hard part for me. But yeah, I did that. And yeah. Not much else is going on. But earlier today, I finally bought my, I've been, with this new job, I've been saving up money, and I finally have enough money to get a new Xbox, so I just ordered that. Got it off Amazon. I'm sure if I looked hard enough, I probably could have gotten it a little cheaper, but Amazon is just so easy and convenient. I'm okay with paying a few more dollars to do it. So I got it through Amazon, and I have Prime, so I should get it by earlier today, hopefully, and get that all hooked up. And I'm kind of excited, because this might seem kind of dumb and sad, but this is my first console I've bought with my own money, which probably sounds retarded, because I'm 28 years old. You would think I would have paid for my own video games by now, but it is what it is. Whenever a new console comes out, I kind of just ask for it for Christmas, and then I get it and never really have to pay for a console. But I think this time, since I have the money, and my family is kind of tight with money this year, I figure I'll just buy it. Maybe just ask for something else for Christmas. I don't know. But yeah, it just seems kind of sad at 28 years old, I finally get a console with my own money. Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. The reason why I'm getting a new console and is because I want to play the new Destroy All Humans 2, but it's only coming out on the new gen consoles and not previous gen, which kind of sucks. But I guess it's an excuse to get a new console, I guess, because I've really been rocking the Xbox One for a real long time. I want to say like 7 years, I think. Yeah, since 2015, maybe? I don't know. I don't really remember. Whenever Xbox One came out. But, yeah, I'm real excited for that. That's kind of it, I think. Well, before I go, I gotta at least do the wheel for at least one. Gotta, just gotta pull it up on my phone. It's been a couple weeks since I've done the podcast, so I think all the topics that are on my wheel now are basically old, and I'll probably have trouble talking about it since it probably happened so long ago. Just loading it up here now. Alright, and spin. Oh, She-Hulk. The new She-Hulk show. I've watched, I'm all caught up with it. I watched up to episode 4. I know another episode just came out. Haven't watched that yet, but I kind of don't really like it anymore. Well, not anymore. I don't really like it at all. It's just too... I don't know how to explain it. It's just not for me. I kind of started watching it just because it seemed interesting. Or it was a Marvel show that caught my eye and thought like it looked interesting, and then started watching it and just not really into it. I don't really like the characters in it, and I don't know. I don't really know what I was thinking watching it, but I figure I'm already like halfway, might as well finish it. And I know for a fact there is I've yet to see because they revealed that Daredevil makes an appearance in it, so I've yet to see that. Even though I haven't watched the Daredevil show, still want to see what they do with that, or how he fits into all that. I don't know. I mean, she is a lawyer. Maybe they partner up or something. I don't know. But yeah, not really digging it, which is unfortunate because I thought it would be a cool show to watch. But yeah, just not digging it. Yeah, that's about it. Been going on a lot longer than I usually do, but I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys next week, maybe. I don't know. And I'm out. Hey, this is Joe, and this is Silent Joe Talks. And yeah, just chilling in a park after spending a whole week in Toronto, Canada, for the Steam Creators Conference. I'm finally back in Vegas. Just got in a couple days ago. Yeah, probably one of the most memorable experiences I'll ever have. It's pretty cool. And then, like I said in previous episodes, it's my first time traveling. So Toronto being first place ever traveled to outside of the US. It's first time taking a plane anywhere also, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. Did a lot of stuff in Canada. Yeah, it's pretty cool. My trip kind of started off a little rocky, just because, so when me, Larry, and IJ flew, we didn't have a straight flight to Toronto. We had to stop in Calgary and then go to Toronto. And when we landed into Calgary, we were going through customs or whatever, and for whatever reason, they split me off, away from IJ and Larry, and they sent me into a different line. I guess they sent me the baggage claim to the baggage area to get my bags or whatever, but I'm not really sure why they did that though, because I should have been I don't know, it was just weird. And I ended up just getting lost in an airport I've never even been to. I think it took me almost an hour just to find my way back to where IJ and Larry was. It was just, I don't know, it was sort of scary, but not really, just because, I don't know, I guess it was scary in the sense that it was I had nowhere, wasn't sure where to go. I was just kind of aiming, just aiming wondrously just through the airport, in an airport I've never been to. It would have been one thing if I was lost in the Vegas airport, because I've been there a couple times, so, I probably could have found my way, but because it was in a place I've never been to, it was just kind of weird. And I eventually asked for help of where to go, and people there were nice enough to help me out and all that. And I didn't even know this, but apparently IJ told me there was carts that I could have taken to get my way around the airport faster, but I didn't know that, so basically I just walked for an hour around the airport. But yeah, there was that, and then landing into Toronto it was almost, I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of seemed like the Canada version of New York, even though I've never even been to New York before, but just based on pictures and movies that I've seen, that's what Toronto looked like to me. And it was weird because in the hotel we were in, I guess it was in it wasn't in a very nice neighborhood. I don't think it was. It was still, it wasn't dangerous or anything like that, but I think we were definitely in a ghetto side of town, but it was still pretty cool because when I think of ghetto, I think of West Coast, Boys in the Hood kind of deal, but up in there it was I don't know, there was actual houses and dark alleyways too, which I don't think there's any of that in Vegas. The kind of alleyways that
Batman's parents gets killed in kind of alleyways. It was kind of cool. Even though it was a ghetto, it was still pretty cool. And yeah, and we did like a bunch of stuff in there in Toronto. Like I think it was basically just going to a lot of bars and restaurants. And it's funny because IJ and them kind of making fun of me because every time we went to a bar or a restaurant, the only thing I would order is a burger and Coke to drink. Which, I don't really drink, alcohol or anything like that. I don't know why I don't. It's not like I have like a dark history with alcohol or anything. I just choose not to. But yeah, every time we went to a bar, I would order a Coke. And every time we went to a restaurant, I would always get a burger. I think there were like a couple times where I didn't get a burger. Like I think Friday, we went to a sushi place, and I don't really like sushi, and they don't have burgers there, so I got like a chicken teriyaki bowl, which is pretty good. I did like the very American thing, which was I actually ordered a fork because I didn't want to use chopsticks. Yeah. I don't know if they take that as an offense or not. Like if that's, like, is it offensive to order to eat food with a fork in a place that you would normally use chopsticks in? But yeah, that was cool. I went to my first baseball game also, which was kind of awesome. The Blue Jays game. It was Star Wars Day. Everyone dressed up, and that was awesome. Like Coruscate and Mary Jane dressed up as Rey and Chewbacca, and then the Savages dressed up too, with the little baby Savage dressed up as a little Wookiee. It's really cute. And then IJ got me like this Star Wars shirt, which was like a Leia, like Day of the Dead type of shirt, or as my mom would describe it, a very cholo shirt. And it was pretty awesome. People really liked it too. Got compliments on it. It was awesome. Then yeah. And then as far as the game itself, I'm not really a sports fan, so it's kind of like whatever. But I still had like a fun time with like everyone there having a good time. It was pretty cool. And then yeah, and that was like one of the like the after hours events. Yeah, there was some other after hour stuff, like there was even karaoke night, which is awesome. IJ and Larry sang we Bohemian Rhapsody, which was awesome. Everyone even jumped in on it too. It's kind of cool. And yeah, I don't really remember what everyone else sang. I do remember there was some like random lady there that did Lose Yourself by Eminem, and I thought that was kind of awesome. Like I didn't sing any songs, but if I had to choose a song, I probably would have chosen that one to do, because that's like, I definitely know all the words to that, and that would have been cool, but I don't know. Maybe next time. But yeah, there's karaoke night, the baseball game. Trying to think what else we did. Yeah. I know we definitely did more, but that was like the two. Oh, we also went to a concert with Doogie Brownflow and his guys. That was pretty awesome. Because everyone did an awesome job. Yeah, that's the word. they did an awesome job. And it's really cool to see, because I've listened to their songs on D Sound, Doogie Brown Flow, Omega Rift, Ace on Intrigue, End of Story, Marissa Joy. I'm trying to think if there was anyone else there. Or, I mean, there was more people, but I don't remember their names. Sorry about that, but yeah, I've listened to their songs on D Sound, and it was just cool to see it live, them do their stuff live and all that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I think those were like the main events other than the conference itself, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool to watch everyone do their speeches and stuff. It's very informative, and I think I learned a lot. Yeah, learned more about Steam than I did before the conference. And yeah, and I got it, filmed everything, so I think within the next couple weeks, I'll probably have those videos done and edited, and then IJ will probably release them so that everyone can watch. But yeah. Yeah, everyone's speeches were really like informative and just interesting to listen. Like, yeah, it's just pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's, and then from all that, I think all the in between, it was just a lot of bar hopping and eating at restaurants, which is really cool since I usually never go out to eat except with family, and it's kind of rare that we do that. It's kind of a rare occasion when we go out to eat, so it's kind of nice to basically go out to eat every day, as opposed to, here in Vegas when I'm with my family, we don't eat at all, or go out to eat or anything like that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I would say like my favorite thing to do when we were over there was to just kind of walk the blocks. Just, I think because we came in on Sunday, and Monday and Tuesday were just kind of running errands for the conference kind of days, and one meetup, and I just kind of liked the whole just walking down the street to the different places. I mean, we also took Ubers, but there was a part of me that would always want to walk instead, just to the whole typical tourist sightseeing thing, walking. And I've always heard that you can tell when someone's a tourist when they look up as they're walking because of all the tall buildings and stuff. And there were definitely moments where I did that, walking and looking up at the same time at all the big tall buildings and stuff. And it was just kind of cool walking through the different neighborhoods and all that. Yeah, I would say it's kind of a weird thing to say that's my favorite thing but it was, out of all the stuff we did, probably walking the streets was probably my favorite thing to do in Toronto. Yeah, fun time. I hope IJ and Larry take me to more places like that, not just to work. I'm sure they'll take me there regardless, because they'll film stuff, but it'd just be cool to go to other places and other countries and all that. Even if it's just here in the States, that'll still be cool, because get very bored of Vegas very fast, and it'd be nice to just experience other stuff. But, yeah, I think that'll do it. Oh, I definitely met like a bunch of cool people too. I mean, of course, the Steam Sisters, Steam Birds, a Nomad Soul, who's pretty awesome. Rick Miller, Instructor 2021. Original Mr. Spice, he's awesome. The Freedoms, Freedom Point and Freedom to Write, they were awesome. Todd McDuck, he's cool. Ken Melendez, the Savages, it's just awesome. Everybody that went was pretty cool and awesome. Hope to see them again in Austin or in some other event that we go to. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this week. I don't know. I imagine with like starting next episodes and after that it'll probably just be back to normal. Just talking about very minimal stuff that I do throughout the week. Pretty sure nothing is probably gonna top how much fun I had in Toronto. So, or maybe it will. Maybe something will pop up and it'll be awesome. But yeah. Hope everyone else listening to this is having an awesome day too. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys next week. Yeah. I'm out.